So you guys, so for you guys to know, I have this Folk Arcano community, right? This server, it's full of RPG fans, enthusiasts, and they're kind of really happy that this uh, another language thing is coming for me, and probably some of them will show up and start listening to the session, and maybe even comment sometimes. You guys, let me know if that's okay for you, or if not, okay.
Got no problem with that. The more the merrier.
And I'm back.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the game, it's not a problem.
No, no, they're
Yeah.
fully respectable and
What's
really
up?
just
We might have some of the observers once in a while popping in
yeah.
just to listen to the English.
I thrive on an audience.
That's good. That's perfect. So, people, let me one more thing. In the meantime, I've grabbed the soundtrack. Soundtrack's so important. No, I have here. You guys mind using Watch Together, that site?
Yeah.
We have. I'll send the link here on Discord. Rotani, why not? This is kind of a collaborative playlist. It's in Portuguese, but it's I don't know. There's dark and high fantasy, and there's kind of a keywords here and there. But it's full of soundtracks based on mood. So, we can start. Let's start with I don't know. There's no upbeat songs. Let's put epic. Just you know,
Yeah.
just to start hyped. So, people, we
Well,
are here gathered for the first time to play some D&D and to meet this amazing and magical and fantastical world named Aden. Uh, so, all of you are kind of what this world call adventurers, like a person that doesn't really have a regular job, a regular way of living. Instead, they travel, they try to, do good sometimes and not so good the other times, but as long as there's money involved. Every single one of you comes from a different backstory, a different background, but you all gathered in Thorp. Thorp is a unique kind of little place in this realm, the realm of Guazul. That is because in this land that was ravaged by war not too long ago, uh, there's still a lot of prejudice, a lot of, uh, little skirmishes here and there between people who fought on both sides of the war. But Thorp, it's different. It's actually really a peaceful place where people from both those sides of war can try to live in relative peace and harmony. But something has happened in Thorp. On this first day of the game, 6 days prior, 6 days ago, the first nightmare happened. And since then, every single person, every single creature, right? Even farm animals and pets and other living beings started having these terrible nightmares. Every time they go to sleep, they they sense something happening, some influence on them, on their minds, and they wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, and they can't really. The most problem there is they can get rest. they can. They are sleep deprived. No more medical way of speaking. So, we are in Thorp right now. What do you guys think about we all start in a tavern? Do you guys think that's too much of a cliche?
I think it's fitting.
Yeah,
I think it works.
that's where
Considering
Urist
half the-
is.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
let's
Considering
just
half the party's probably drinking, yeah, probably fits.
so all of you guys want to already know each other, or maybe I was thinking about some NPC quest giver kind of reunited all of you in this moment. So I think that was a fitting start also. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's fine by me. Mostly because the first thing I would ask is how much does this job pay? I mean, like, I know Ned's interested in delving on this for a reason that are his own, and I won't even ask because he's insane. But I'm here for the money.
sane is such a judicial term, Urist. We prefer the term reality challenged.
Whatever, Ned.
Some of you already know each other, as we just witnessed, and some of you might also seen each other, like kind of familiar but not that much, and maybe some of you never have heard or seen any of the other of you, but all of you are gathered here, and the person speaking to you is a priest from a local temple in Thorp. Her name is Rainis. I guess you guys can see the names on the tokens, or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Rainis is an elf, an wood elf, and you guys, the ones of you who already are in the village, you guys already know this, but for the newcomers, she is the most, person that's not being affected by the nightmares. If your characters don't know this yet, she'll explain to you that elves don't need to sleep. So she is kind of immune to the nightmares. So when you talk to human characters or any other race, really, you guys notice they're exhausted when they talk to you, but not Rainis. So Rainis starts by saying, in a softly calm voice, "Thank you for coming, every one of you. Also, if you guys want to drag from your sheets into the map, and we'll be able to see your tokens there. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can. So you have to click drag and drop. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Wait. I cloned myself. How do I? Okay.
Oh my God! There's two.
Go away, clone.
There's two
Go
of
away.
them. Oh my God.
I am here.
So she started by. Oh, also I am. We'll see, we'll have to talk about how much. If your guys were already in Thorp, we'll have to talk about how much days you're not being resting. So I really want you guys to think about that. Maybe you just like got yesterday here, or like really not that late,
Probably. I think.
But anyways, so she started by saying, you guys see her, like she kind of in a diplomatic tone. She tells you, "Thank you all for coming here. I know that the message I sent to the capital and to other faraway lands seems kind of drastic, of desperated message, but you have to understand this We have maybe all the people that live here today is in danger. People can't rest anymore. They are started to losing their minds because of the sleep, their sleep deprivation. So I'm sorry if it means kind of a drastic message, but I'm so glad that you all could get here. So let me introduce myself. My name is Rainis. The people of the village call me Emerald Eye. And what about you, travelers? What is your name? And she start asking. So here, let's just do a presentation, like for the rest of the table and for the people that are watching on the stream. So I want you guys to tell your character names and kind of describe what the others are seeing when they look to you, like your visuals.
Mhm. Okay. Who goes first?
Sounds like you volunteered.
Okay. I'll start first. Okay. What you see is a rather massive dwarf. Looks young. Definitely young, but not just someone like right out of their teens. My beard is not as flowing as that of an adult dwarf. I am completely clad in armor, kind of scruffy looking, not very curated. I'm clad in chainmail armor. There's a shield on my back, two hand axes, and a battle axe. My beard is the color of a raven's plumage, and my eyes are brilliant green. I got a very big nose, large, who is slightly red, suggesting I am somewhat of a heavy drinker, and my voice is also pretty gruff. Think as Wolverine, something like that. Something like that, Bob. Right
So-
now, I am nursing a large tankard of ale, and as I speak, my voice is heavily accented, and my common tongue is slightly lilting. I am Urist of Clan Ramhart, and I am this guy's bodyguard. And I make like a small gesture towards Ned.
So I think Ned is sitting next to Urist, and it's kind of easy to miss Ned the first time you look at it because Urist is so big. Where Urist is big, Ned is kind of scrawny isn't the right word, but wiry is more like it. Everything about Ned can kind of be described as wiry, from his hair to his beard, to even just kind of the shape of his face is just kind of suggests somebody who's kind of gaunt. And there's nothing about Ned that looks out of the ordinary. I think that if he took care of himself, he might even be described as a little handsome. There's just something about Ned that is deeply off-putting. Like when he sits still, he doesn't just sit there. He sits absolutely still. He goes just a little too long in between blinks. And when he opens his mouth, out of this tiny little hobbit body comes this voice that is way deeper than it should be. And he goes, I'm Nedgar Goodberry. I have journeyed here for information regarding the goings on, as they were. Also, you're not a bodyguard. Bodyguards get paid.
I am doing this out of the goodness of my heart, Ned.
You can call it pity. I won't wilt.
You call it
Fine.
And with that, you'll hear a small chuckle. She's not actually at the table as an invited adventurer, I think. Instead, she has a little apron wrapped around her waist and is dropping off another tinker of ale at the table. You see a 5'3" human woman, um, beautiful bright green eyes, and what looks to be medium brown hair, but if you look really hard, dark black has started to weave itself through the hair. She has a bright smile, freckles all over her face. She's clearly fair complexion, but has spent some time in the sun. Um, she's what we consider pretty, but not necessarily remarkable. She stands average build, tall for this lot, apparently. And she kind of moves herself at the table, curiously looking at the rest of the party. Um, and she says, "My name's Blythe. You have room for one more?"
By all means.
Sure, be my guest.
Much obliged. One thing you would notice about her as well is her hands are currently covered in gloves, which is weird considering it's not necessarily cold inside the tavern. But they do kind of cover all the way up to her like elbow area. And the rest of her attire is fairly simple. It doesn't look like she has armor on. It doesn't look like she has any kind of major weaponry other than a couple small self-defense items.
Okay.
So
Um,
probably the first thing you'll notice about Kara is that she's perched on a chair, like almost kind of on her hands, and she's just kind of almost vibrating. The chair's almost vibrating with like suppressed excitement and energy. You can already tell just from looking at her that she's hyper as all hell. The second thing you would notice is the odd mixture of steel blue fur and naked patches of skin. It doesn't seem to fit, like it should be all one or the other. You can tell there's a story there, but she's not ready to talk about any of it yet. With her ears, she's just touching 4'6", and her sea green eyes, you notice, have a bit of a shadow to them. But she's looking around, excited, like just looking around, and she's very eager to be here. And as she speaks, it's a softer, very fast tonal intonation as she's speaking. I'm just here to help everybody. These people took me in. The least I can do is try and figure out what's going on so they can get some rest.
as Kara finishes saying that, Chandara kind of like falls off of her chair and then like sits back up. And if you notice, she's like trying to figure out how to sit on the chair, and it's kind of like standing on it, but like squatting down, but like is really unsure of how she's supposed to like act. She has gray and gray skin that's kind of got some like soft purple undertones and long white hair that's like almost down to her butt, but it's been like braided really, really shittily, like almost like a child braided her hair. She's wearing leather armor, but it's like really kind of ratted and old, and you can't really like figure out what type of leather it's made out of. And she's got a short bow on her back and just like flowers and grass and just like all kinds of twigs and shit like that just like spilling out of her pockets, and she just looks really confused. And she's like, so I want to help, but I don't know what a nightmare is.
Kara kind of
That's
cocks her head to the side, puzzled, and just kind of looks at you and is like, "Don't you dream?
I don't sleep.
I think
What's
Ned
that like?"
comes back in his chair and goes, "Lucky."
The perfect response.
I mean,
Oh,
I like
mm.
we do trances, like we stay still for a while, but we don't really sleep.
Well, you should count
Kara's even
yourself
more
lucky
puzzled,
then.
like, "Who sits still?"
You should count yourself lucky then. The people here have been terrorized for too long at this point by what happens while they sleep.
Yeah, so Rainis
Should
goes, yeah, I see you're just like me in some kind of way, but I think I sense something different from you. But anyways,
Nope.
what?
Nope. Totally normal.
Obviously, Ned glances at the chair.
But
Those normal
anyways,
subjective.
that is for some other time. Right now, all I can say is we've asked for help from some scholars, some mages that would come, but they just sent, with all respect to anyone, to everyone, but they only sent some kind of not really useful little man that really isn't helping. So the thing is, we really don't know how it started, where it's coming from, but it must be something like arcane magic, because it's certainly not natural.
What can
you
you
don't
tell
say.
about the nightmares?
Sorry?
I'm hearing a lot about what you don't know about it. What can you tell us about the nightmares?
Let me see. They started about 6 days ago, and still don't know who, how, when it started, but the kind of pattern that follows with each nightmare is, some people call this figure the shadow man. They see, they say every single nightmare is about the shadow man, a shadowy figure, like really, really tall, the size of two men, and large as well. They say the only thing that appears in the shadow are his sharp teeth and sharp claws, nothing else. They say they try to run away, they try to fight it, they try everything in their nightmares, but nothing seems to no one seems to be able to defeat it. So the dream always ends the same way. The Shadow Man kills them. Sometimes, like, in a very painful way.
As you say all
Would
of that, you'll notice that Blythe is kind of like wringing her hands and like tugging at her gloves uncomfortably. It kind of started as soon as you started talking about it needing to be arcane or magical knowledge.
I don't think Ned really betrays that he knows anything. He's just sitting there passively. Would Ned recognize any of this from his own nightmares, or is this something unique?
So, um, have you already slept in Thorp, right?
I think Ned has slept in Thorp. I think this is more him comparing them to like his own nightmares he was having prior to arriving.
Oh, okay.
Or would Ned's nightmares take precedent over this?
Yeah, I would say that no, that this description doesn't match, but
Interesting.
if you guys wanna know, if your characters already slept at least one night in Thorp, they they meet the same nightmare she described. The the scenery, the locals, maybe the oh my god, the local of the nightmare maybe change from dream to dream. The conditions as well. Maybe in one of your nightmares you were a child version of you, or maybe in another one you're in your house, and another one you are in the middle of the farm. But the Shadow Man always appears and always ends up killing you.
Okay. So okay, Urist like pushes away his tankard, which is empty by now, and looks at Renis in the eye. Okay, madam, here's the thing. Things like these, as much as I know, and I admit I don't know much, starts because A, someone has discovered something that they shouldn't have, or someone has pissed off something or someone that they shouldn't have. So, 6 days ago, something must have happened. We need to know if something strange 6 days ago happened in this village.
You know, I have been following that same very uh, thought you're having right now. It's kind of maybe it will show up some lead or something, but what I've gathered by now it's almost nothing. I recommend that you start asking around the village, or maybe the conventionally placed locals that are here in this tavern right now. Maybe some of them, some of this lot of NPCs might have some lead for your investigation.
Who was the first person to experience the nightmare?
First person.
He's telling us he doesn't know anything.
Hmm.
She wants us to do the work for her.
6 days ago, a lot of villagers uh, had the same nightmare. I really can't say which of them were the first. But if you ask
Are any of
around,
them here right now?
I think everyone here in this tavern started in the same day.
Interesting. Can I do a perception or can I do either like a perception or an insight check to get a read on any of these people? I think I'm interested in Anastasia Sarum, who's kind of just sitting over there alone.
Okay, you you really can look at the map and see and take your own conclusions out of that. Uh, in this case, I would say I will kind of give a metagame answer to you. Each one of the NPCs on the tavern right now have some sort of lead. So I would recommend you guys, split and talk to different range of NPC.
I think Ned is going to come over here and sit down across the table from Anastasia. Anyone else who wants to divvy up can.
Oh, I just noticed the housing one doesn't have his name.
I think Blythe is gonna go saddle up to Vayon with one of the pints she has on her like tray, and kick up a conversation with him as she liquors him up to get information.
Chandara's gonna go sit on the table beside the tabaxi.
Okay, Urist is going to sit across Silvius here. Put down his tankard, look at him, and straight to the point. So, tell me about these nightmares, my good man.
So, we'll take turns here. Urist, you wanna go first?
Sure. I'm just looking at the man with the most frank and open expression that I can and go, okay, tell me about these nightmares, good sir.
Okay. Let me just it's twitch.tv Poco Arcano. So, Urist, you notice this old dude. You kind of you know a lot, you know really well about uh, war and military in general. You see that this man is a former soldier. When you look at the way he dresses and the symbol, especially uh, in his cape, you notice that this man was a legionnaire, probably some sort of general or maybe captain, like a less less in the hierarchy. But even so, kind of a veteran from the last war that this land had.
Okay, good.
He looks at you with this tired old man face of his, and this nightmares, you ask?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what to do anymore. Every time that I go to sleep, it's the same thing. These damn mouths, I tell you. It sure looks like elf magic. I don't know how to explain. I don't know if even it makes any sense. You will tell me, but I tell you, it's elf magic. Some sort of.
Could be. But my question is, sir, and I keep addressing him as sir because, of course, if anything, I respect his military accomplishment from what I see, at least. The question that's in the back of my head is, who did what to warrant this? Because curses don't spring just because. Someone must have done something, and it's just 6 days ago. So, pray tell me, was there anyone, any suspicious occurring in the village? Someone has to have done something. This looks like a curse by the gods to me. Or at least by someone. So who did you piss off?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you know something. Let me see. 6 days ago. I don't remember anything different, but you noticed something, right? That Rainis, that priest that they say she's a priest from some, I don't know, elf entity. She isn't being affected. She isn't having these nightmares. Maybe it's some sort of elf vendetta. Maybe they're using their dark magic to make us all exhausted so they can attack our village and claim it.
Sir, elves aren't affected because they don't need to sleep. But could be. At this point, I would not assume anything. The best thing, if you want to solve this, is to not have. What's the word? Prejudices.
What? What you're telling me? You're a dwarf, right?
Yeah?
Are you out of your mind? You don't know what these elves did to us?
To be honest, no. I'm new in town. You know, we stay underground most of the time. We aren't up to speed to current events.
Say that for yourself. I remember good dwarfs fighting alongside me. Maybe that was a different time, indeed. But I would
Anyway.
keep my eyes open if I were you.
Yeah, usually I do. But thank you for your time, good sir. Innkeeper! 1 ale for the gentleman here. He deserves it at least for his service. Thank you for your time, good sir. That said, I get up, put myself here, and nurse my probably 4th tankard and think. You can go to the next one.
Yeah, I was about to ask who wants to be the next.
I guess Ned will go. So I think as Ned is sitting at the table, Ned is kind of scanning the crowd, trying to pick out the people who are trying not to be seen. And I think he picks up on Anastasia Sarum over here and kind of crosses over and sits down across from him and says, "Any for your thoughts, madam?"
Okay. You look at her, and she has the largest dark circles under her eyes that you ever seen. And she is almost, almost. We say fishing here in Brazil when you're standing sitting on the table and almost sleeping. You're like you fish and you wake up. I don't know. I don't know how to explain. But anyways.
Nodding off. Nodding off.
Nodding off. Okay. And she notices you. Oh my God. You're a friend from Ivan?
I'm sorry?
Sorry. You're a halfling. I thought you were a friend of my son, my youngest.
No, ma'am. I apologize. My stature tends to cause me to be mistaken for the youth. No, but by all means, ma'am. I did not mean to upset. I merely intended to come over and check upon you. You seem particularly exhausted.
Yeah. I kind of used to not having sleep when you know you have children, but from some days to now, it's really getting to me,
Do you have many children?
Actually, I have 6, and no husband to speak of.
No, I understand that. I grew up with 11 brothers and sisters and 37 cousins. I understand the struggles of a full house.
In real life, I have like 23 or something cousins, and they're all pretty close. I kind
of. Well, and Ned's a halfling. Like those people breed like rabbits. Sorry, Kara.
Okay. What is your asking, young man, person?
My name is Ned.
Ned
Goodberry. Ned to my friends, and I consider you a friend, even though we've just met. I merely wanted to come. We were invited by my lovely elven friend over there, and he kind of indicates Rhaenys across the bar. And I'm just trying to gain some information on what's been going on. What can you tell us about what's been happening?
I really don't know what to say. It's kind of a thing that only happens once, you know? Like
What do you
something
mean?
from a fairy tale. You know, when you read a story to your children and always happens some things that you think to yourself, yeah, that would never happen in real life. And now we're living it. Every
I
day,
understand.
the same nightmare. Well, I really don't know what to say to you. Except that, um, yeah, I think I saw
I'm
my youngest one, Ivan, as I said, uh, speaking to a little boy from the village named Fish. He told me
fish.
fish, yeah, like not like the animal fish. Like,
Hmm.
let me write down. He told my younger one that he was the first one to have nightmares. But you know, kids, they don't really
Of
mean
course.
anything.
Interesting. Where might I find this young man?
Hmm. Let me see. He lives nearby. You know, you take that street right there, and then you turn left, and you follow until you see a big old house with an oak on the side.
Oak on the side. Interesting. Thank you so much. This has been incredibly helpful. And, ma'am, if there's anything that I can do for you, please, by all means,
Hmm.
feel free to reach out.
Okay, once you're level 2, I'll have a quest for you.
Duly noted.
So, who's
And
next?
then
Oh, okay. You can finish.
no, I was gonna say that I think Ned signals Urist to bring him a beer.
Oh my god. So, who's next?
The next.
Emil-
So couple questions before I start. Um, since she has been working in the tavern for a little bit, would she recognize Van Umgart? Like, is he like someone who frequents this place, or is he just someone who's a new face walking in?
Yeah, you can see by his token he's kind of someone who likes the tavern a lot.
Yeah, but I just
I think I picked the wrong NPC.
Oh no.
Okay, perfect. No, that's fine. I just wanted to know before I addressed him. And then two, what I noticed, does he look super tired or is he pretty good to go?
You know, he's kind of beefy dude, you know. But he's a dwarf, so he has like really good resistance to this kind of stuff. But he's kind of wear down, you know. He's kind of exhausted, just not as much as the other NPCs.
Others. Yeah. All right. So, complete shift in demeanor as she walks over. That like hospitality smile that people get when they want a table to like them, something along those lines. Her eyes light up. Kind of a little like sour snarkiness she was throwing at the other table disappears entirely. She comes around beside him and says, "Well, looks like your drink's almost empty. Can I fill that up for you?"
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but
Oh, what?
you know how things going. I'm kind of little short on coins. That all right?
It's okay.
Oh
I
my
kind of
God,
take a look.
I have his description in Portuguese, so let me let me correct that.
I
Continue.
kind of like shoot a look at the bartender just to make sure he's not like paying too much attention to me. Um, but I say to Van, I'm like, that's all right. We're all on a little bit of hard times here. So she does the thing where she kind of like lightly puts her hand on his shoulder, like where that brace is, like where that epaulet is, and just is like, so I heard a rumor that you might know something about what made this all happen.
What you're saying? That's insane.
I mean, you do know everyone and you kind of know all of the little underworkings. I know no one pays attention to you, so you get to hear everything. Come on, spill for your favorite bartender.
Oh, you are indeed my favorite bartender, you know. But I really don't know what to say to you. Uh, I guess I have a funny story I would like to share, but you know, people these days aren't really into stories anymore. They're just like into trying to sleep.
Oh no, I get plenty of sleep. I sleep outside the town. Gotta keep my beauty rest up, of course. I'm happy to hear your story.
Yeah, there is this one night actually that no, I got courageous, I got brave, and I challenged the Shadow Man to a fist fight. And you know, I dodged his first ones until he got tired, and then you know, pray tell you, I beat the shit out of that shadow figure. That was one time only, actually.
Inside joke.
But in the,
Cuckoo.
in that one night, I could get a full night of sleep, and I waked up so damn good. But that was only once, unfortunately. Next time, he got like a really big blade and lashed me all over.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll an insight check if that's fine.
Okay, you can roll.
First roll of the campaign.
First roll. So
hold
Vale
on,
has
sorry.
a sheet. I will roll his
So
charisma.
+1, so that's 16.
I think I don't beat the 16, but oh my god. Damn boy. It was in whisper mode. Let me roll that one again. Yeah, okay. You beat him. So you try to read through his manner of speaking. You already know him, so that's easier for you. You know he's kind of that guy that comes, drinks a lot, tells tall tales, even though he's short. But this time, you know, you think that's some sort of truth in there. You really can't say how, but you kind of know when he's outright lying and when he's just, you know, turning up a little bit from the truth. But you kind of believe him. Maybe it's not the way he spoke of it, but in some kind of way, maybe he's telling the truth, at least in the sense that he had a good night of sleep. That he can be lying, you think?
Probably embellishing a little bit, but you know, they all do. So he remembers then what you did to him, and he adapted.
Yeah. You know what? I think somehow he learned from his mistake, you know? He lost to me in a fist fight, and then ever since then he bring this big old sword.
Well, enjoy your beer, Vayan. Thanks for the tall tale.
I
And
had
she's just kind of. What'd you say?
no. I have to enjoy while Hagar is like this. He doesn't seem to remember my debt, so I'll enjoy for now.
Remember who looks after you. And she's gonna kind of walk away and just kind of position herself at like the end of the bar over here, where like the wait station of the bar would be basically, while she's kind of surveying the room.
Okay. Next one. Next.
I can go next. So Chandara kind of like sits down on the table, not really understanding the difference between the wood you're supposed to sit on and the wood you're not supposed to sit on. So she just like sits down cross-legged, looking at this tabaxi, and then kind of like cocks her head and says, "Hi, do you dream?"
Okay, so she has these big eyes looking at you, and she goes, "Oh, why I do? What are you asking?"
Well, because I heard that, some people around here have been having some really terrible nightmares. And I was wondering if you had any of those or if you knew anything about it.
Nightmares. It's a funny word that.
It is funny, isn't it?
In my tongue we used to say bad dream, but in common they say like nightmare. What is that? Is a horse of some kind?
It's what I thought too, but apparently it's when you go to sleep and then bad things happen.
Yeah, that.
I think at this point, Ned has finished his conversation and is watching this with just absolute fascination.
Yeah, it's high standard conversation right here. What you're asking again?
So when you go to sleep, does bad things happen? Is there like a scary guy that, I don't know, does bad things? I'm still trying to understand what a nightmare is, but I think that's what it is. You sleep and there's bad things. Did that happen to you?
Yeah, he doesn't say bad things to Dorasa though. He just comes with his sharp claw and sharp teeth. And he do to me like I did to rats.
Oh, he eats you? Rats are really tasty.
I don't know if he eats me after, but usually the first or second slash I usually wake up.
Okay. And when you wake up, do you have like any scratch marks or any like, are you hurt anywhere, or is it just like in your sleep?
No, in the sleep only.
Okay.
You're curious,
That's weird,
right?
isn't it?
You don't have
Yeah.
the so-called nightmares, right?
No, I don't sleep.
Oh,
But I'm normal. But I don't sleep.
Just like rain is then.
Yeah.
I think, Dorasa thinks, Thorp is being punished by the spirits. I think they did
Punished?
something bad, yeah.
Thorp did, or the spirits did?
No, Thorp. Because when you anger the spirits, they tend to. If you, young woman, anger the spirits, they will torment only you. But now they're tormenting an entire region, Everywhere that's in Thorp and even a few miles after.
Really? Do you know what Thorp did? Because I don't want to do that. I don't have nightmares, and I don't want to start. So do you know what they did?
I have no idea. But maybe Thorp is built on some sort of elven burial ground. I don't know.
I mean, there's some interesting stuff underground, but I haven't seen many else. I mean, so are you from here?
Me? No. I only work here. Me and my brother found this place that is well placed for you to get goods from here to the coast and then to Mons Domus. Good place for a merchant, like me and my brother.
But where's your brother?
He's not in town. I work the store and he works the caravan. Goes up and down to Mons Domus.
Is there anything else that you can think of, or do you know anybody we should talk to? I get the feeling you're really smart, so like anything you can tell me would be really helpful.
Oh, not a lot of people say that about Dorasa. Thank you.
You're welcome. They're stupid.
No, there's... Speaking about smart people. There is this smart man that lives on the woods. You should talk to him if you like to talk to smart people. He comes sometimes, but I really haven't seen him in like a few months actually. It's a hermit, they
Oh.
say. A man with a big beard that lives in the woods.
There's a lot of woods. Can you be any more specific?
Dorasa doesn't know. Dorasa never leaves Thorpe or the roads. But he comes sometimes. He comes from the woods to Thorpe.
Find a madman with a beard. I think I have one of those. But I'll find another one. Thank
It's
you.
a goatee.
And she like very, very gracefully leaps off and just kind of comes and sits back on the chair that she was sitting on before and is like trying very hard to sit like she's noticing now other people are sitting, but it looks really awkward.
Okay.
So
When you guys said that the conversation was fascinating, someone in Twitch chat said that he is fascinated too. Okay, Karavida.
So as you come back and mimic how you're supposed to sit, I've wandered over to what I'm guessing is a tiefling, based on the skin color.
Oh yeah.
And
Let me show you
okay.
full picture. Yeah, I don't think the art is really screaming tiefling, especially because she doesn't have horns. But you can say that. You can say for you at least, she looks very tiefling-like.
All right. Well, Kara, hops up onto the chair and just strikes up a conversation with her. Cheerful, hyper, maybe a little off-putting. I'm not really sure how she's gonna react to Kara, but she starts asking, like, are you from around here? I don't really remember seeing you.
Okay,
Have you been here long?
I'm sorry, I was trying to... I'm sorry, I didn't see you come to sit here. My name is Lexi. I am kind of having a bad time lately. It's,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you?
Yeah, because, the nightmares and stuff that's happening. I kind of... I don't know how to say that. I acquired some form of... I would say actually that is a curse. I tend to sleep in the middle of conversations, like...
You're really, really tired then.
Yeah, I'm really, really tired. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
well,
not from
I
around
won't
here.
take.
Oh, sorry.
I won't try. I'll try not to take too much of your time. I just had a couple questions that I thought might help. Figure some of this out. Have you seen anything odd in the last week or so? Like anybody behaving out of the normal, or somebody coming into like a bunch of money, or maybe some weird new object that doesn't look like it's from around here?
That is kind of a good point. I will surely keep my eye on that, but I can't bring anything out of my mind. What's your theory? You have a theory?
I'm just wondering if maybe somebody found something in the woods or disturbed some sacred site that they shouldn't have been messing with.
I don't think
And
those
maybe if
exist
we,
anymore. At least not in Guazhou. A lot of the
well,
the idols and things that the elves built in the past are gone since the wars.
There's like a holy ground, like a cemetery or something near here.
I never heard of that, but Rhaenys doesn't know nothing about it. She's like an elf, right?
I ask her when.
Your phone, I think, your microphone actually is kind of bugging. I didn't hear the last part.
I said, I think she would have said something if she knew anything, but it's a good point. I'll make sure I ask her the next time I speak with her.
Okay. You know what? Are you going to Mons Domos soon? You know the capital?
Did you have a? Was there something that you had needed, or maybe a letter passed on or something?
No, I was thinking more of. I don't know if you're going to. There's this. There's this. How do I say that? There's this illicit thing that I had once. It's kind of a plant that you turn into dust and then you know, burns it for a while. I, I don't want to say that out loud, but there's this thing, you know, you use it and then you have lucid dreams. You can control your dreams, you know. But I don't think I will find something like that around here. I was thinking about that since I started having nightmares.
Can you describe the item to me? I'm just looking for like a description type thing so I can pass it on to the other group and see if anybody recognizes what she's talking about.
Yeah, it's a plant, you know, like a big old purple plant, some orange, and I think red. I don't know. It's kind of if you find it in the wild, it's kind of like the size of a halfling.
Okay, something we're not going to miss. Got it. Kara will ask her just one more thing. Kara just wants to know if she has, if anything has stood out in her mind. Maybe like if there's anything she thinks might be relevant, or anything she has a theory on. Anything she might suggest that we should look into besides the plant.
Oh, I don't know. You said something about sacred ground. I don't think that it works that way. You know, if they have some sort of holy ground that is protected by magic, why didn't they use it on the war? Why right now? You know? That sounds like conspiracy theory for me.
Kara has a theory of her own, but she keeps it to herself. She's not really sure she's going to get anything else out of Lexi. Motions to the bartender for a meal and a drink for her, and she'll wander back to Rhaenys.
As you wave to the bartender or to the barman, you look back to Lexi and she's sleeping with her head on the table.
Yeah, just wandering back over to my first chair.
Okay. So,
Chandara kind of notices that Lexi's fallen asleep and runs back over to her friend and goes, "Smart friend, smart friend, smart friend. Question. Have you slept at all during the day? Do you have the nightmares if you fall asleep during the day, or is it only at night?"
as you ask that, you hear the scream from Lexi as she wakes up. Oh my god, the Shadow Man! Oh my god! And then
Got it.
Dorasa
During the day
confirms
too.
it. Every single time I sleep, every single time Dorasa sleeps, the Shadow Man comes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Have some ground food, and gives her, her or him, I don't remember.
Oh, Dorasa?
Yeah.
It's her.
Gives her a flower and kind of walks back to her chair.
Okay. So what do you guys do now? You have some leads to follow.
Hmm.
Here's the conversation and the bits about the plant. See what everybody thinks. See if anybody recognizes the plant by the description.
Okay, so anyone that has proficiency in nature can roll a check.
I'll roll. I think Ned has actually done. Ned probably would have done some research into this because he's got his own dreams to deal with. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a...
But he apparently did not do enough studying.
A 1 and a 2.
It would go well on a fruit salad.
Well,
Yeah, you kind of remember of some plant, but you know,
Ned's imbibed a lot of plants over his travels.
as you're trying to remember, you notice is actually you're thinking about a carnivorous plant. You know, something is totally the opposite.
Ugh.
Blythe like leans on the table and is like, well, the drunk over there says that he was able to fight the Shadow Man in his dream. So maybe we don't even need a special plant. Maybe we just don't need to get blasted.
Now,
That's something, but
I know.
I have an objection to that. We can beat him once, but we don't know if we'll come back. This like stinks of magic to high heavens. I don't think like a solution so simple would work.
The fact that he beat him at all is concerning to me. I've fought a lot of nightmares in my life, and you don't win those fights.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we don't need the plan at all. If we just get really drunk or like an altered state in general, we can control ourselves in the dream.
Way ahead of you, Ned slams a beer.
He's a drunk.
Yes, he is.
No,
What
what
is
is a drunk?
Well,
I think Ned kind of shares. So the lady over there mentioned something about a friend of her son's, a little boy, claiming to be the first person to experience nightmares. I think that might be an interesting lead to chase down, especially since we all seem to agree that pretty fucked up happened here.
That's a good idea. There's also apparently a crazy guy in the woods. Apparently they're helpful.
We tend to be.
Yeah. Got a child and an old man.
child and an old man, a plant and
Or a drunk.
child. Well, none of us talked to Hager. I wonder if he knows anything.
Blythe, what do you think? You work with the man.
Well, I'll go get us another round and check in on him.
I think Ned will go with Blythe because he's like worked the kitchen a couple of times to pay off tabs, so he probably knows the bartender a bit as well.
Okay. So Hager, beyond the Final Fight reference.
I wasn't gonna say.
Oh my god, also in Portuguese. Oh my god. You guys know it's I ran this table already and I was just exporting the handouts and sheets and this happened. So sorry. Okay, he also is one of the people that's most been affected visually by the nightmares. Also, in his description, there's the name of the tavern you're guys in. By the way. Oh, that's a Google Translate. Big error.
It's not the scorpion's breath?
No, ons and ons. It was typo.
Okay.
Yeah, Scorpion's
Okay.
breath. He is.
All right, so saddle up against Hager and all right, say, I need another round. We've got an elf over there who's never had a beer before. And while we're at it, I don't think we've ever talked about what's happening in this town.
What's there to say?
I mean, come on, boss man, fess up. You gotta have an opinion.
You know everyone and everything. Come on.
Yeah. I really don't think I have something else to say. It's been painful few days. I really don't think I have the strength to endure it any longer. Also, it reminds me when I was little, just a little boy. I used to have nightmares with a boogeyman, but kind of more like a boogie little man, you know. He was small.
Like, how small are we talking? Like me?
I don't know, maybe like a really small guy, like the size of a cat, like an adult cat.
Oh, something smaller than me.
Yeah, I remember. It's not the same, you know. It's not the same Shadow Man that's appearing now. The one from my childhood, it was like this little boogie guy, and he used to hide underneath my bed and in my closet sometimes. And he used to scare me a lot.
Christ, jump scares.
Yeah. But in that moment, he didn't kill me in my nightmares like this Shadow Man.
What did he do? Just scared you?
Yeah, like I would say pranks. Oh, he used to, you know, jump scare and startle cows into running into me, but then I would wake up.
Can I get an insight check into this? I kind of want to get the vibe for how he feels like he's remembering. If like he remembers this as malevolent or more just kind of like less or more benevolent or benign.
Yeah, you really don't have to roll for that. I think, look into him, you can tell he's kind of, how would I put it? Yeah, it's certainly some kind of trickster entity. Actually, sounds a lot like a fey creature, but he claims it was only in his dreams, you know. But he talks to it about it like it's some kind of traumatic past of his.
I think Ned recognizes like that we're probably dealing with something fey and just like visibly becomes more uncomfortable. Ned does not appreciate the fey.
I think you also see Blythe tense up a little bit and get a little like something's crawled up her ass once the Fae gets mentioned.
Does Ned notice that?
I don't know. Roll a perception check.
Wait. Oh, the
Oh,
rolls today
I am not doing good.
with a +3. So
yeah, I got a 9.
Let me. I'll. Well.
Oh boy, we're in trouble when we hit combat.
I have an 11.
No, that's when we roll good.
So.
Okay, yeah, so Ned does not notice that.
Well, I look at Hager and I just say, well, if you think of anything, I think we're gonna try and figure this out. Something's gotta change here. It can't keep going on like this.
Don't worry,
For the table.
don't worry, big guy. We'll figure something out.
So, what your guys planning?
We talk to the kid. Since it's here, we don't have to leave
Yeah.
town yet.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. It's much easier to deal with a child than an old man.
I don't think you should
Point
be
taken.
dealing with anyone. But no, let's go talk to the kid.
So, you're going after fish, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys walk through Thorpe. I was planning on using these numbers like a summary of some kind. Let's just say your guys are at number 1, which is the
Uh-huh.
Scorpion's Breath Tavern, and
Uh-huh.
Fish's house is number 5. Pretty close.
Okay, so just around the corner.
Yeah.
Just around the river bend.
Let me see if you Discord or Twitch guys are here. Okay. You guys ran into a kind of a regular house, regular sized house. At the front, you guys notice that is they're probably leather workers. At least Fish's parents probably are leather workers. You see tanning racks and other leather materials and tools. And by the way, it's I didn't say what time of the day it was, right?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
You guys just assume it was day, night,
Midday.
midday. Okay.
I got big noon vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That sounds reasonable. So, it looks like there's no one home because the house is totally closed, all windows, all doors. But you still can knock on the door, call. You tend to
Knock.
feel that some people really are keeping to themselves while having these nightmares. They really aren't going to taverns or trying to think about something else. They kind of get it into their little space and no, doesn't interact anymore with the rest of the village.
Self quarantine.
Does the house look closed like it has been abandoned for some times, or everything looks like in order?
It's a little dirty, or I would say a little dusty, but nothing out of the ordinary. It doesn't seem abandoned outright.
So basically, like they haven't gone out for like a day or 2, 3, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on the door and just say, hello. I'm just checking in on the community people.
I think when she knocks on the door, Ned kind of wants to see if he sees any movement in the windows.
Same.
Passive perception. Anyone has above 13?
I have 13.
I believe I have 13 as well. Hang on.
13 or higher, you guys actually hear footsteps beyond the door, but you don't hear
Okay.
any answer out loud.
Let's try and just like knock again and be like, hi, I just want to talk to you. I want to make sure everyone's doing okay. Kind of like, I want to try and persuade them basically to like come to the door and like persuade them that I'm a good person.
Someone opens the door, and you see a teen girl. Like you would say she's probably 16 years old. She's skinny, and she is also has big dark circles below her eyes, and a general vibe of she's getting some pretty hard times. She opens the door with a soft voice, like a weak voice, and she says, "Yes."
Hi. My name is Blythe. I'm part of a small group of us who are just going around trying to check on people in this hard time. And she's going to reach into her bag and offer one of her days of rations that she has in there. We know people are having a hard time getting access to food and other things, so we're just trying to make sure everyone's doing okay. How's your house doing? How are the people in your house doing?
Oh, really? I can have this.
Yes, yes,
Thanks.
please.
Yeah. Oh my god. And she starts eating like really fast.
What's your name, sweetie?
Oh, sorry for the rudeness. You can call me Jan.
My name's Blythe, like I said, and enjoy that. I've got another one for you to eat later if you need, but I really need to talk to your brother, if I could. Fish?
You mean fish? Oh,
Yeah.
he's in his room. He's having a fever, and I'm trying to take care of him.
Not doing well?
Yeah, he's being. He's. He's. Since the nightmares began, he's having a bad time.
I want to look at back at the party, and can I like, do you think I'd be able to tell, like, obviously I as Lauren know that we have a cleric, but I don't know that Blythe knows that. Do you think I'd be able to tell that, like, at least she's a magic user?
I would.
No, nothing.
Then I'm gonna
Nothing
go ahead.
from, and nothing outwardly would say that Chandara is a magic user.
Then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna like look over the group, and I don't really trust any of them, so I'm just gonna be like, "Can I come inside? I think I might be able to help him."
I'd like to come in as well, if you don't mind. I did a lot of things in my time in the service. I might be able to assist.
Sure. Is that okay, Jan?
You talk to her?
No, I'm asking her if I can come in and try to help him. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you can come in.
Can you
Let-
show me to him?
Yeah, he's right here.
I follow them in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Tagging along.
He's
It's all here.
And she was not planning on necessarily showing off to everybody just yet, but here we are. So she's gonna go up to the boy and kind of this may not do anything, but she's gonna go ahead and cast a cure wounds on him.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
She the girl gets a little not scared, but she notices a lot of people coming to her house, and she lets, She takes all of you to her brother room, and you see like a 10-year-old boy, also dark circles, he's kind of pale white. His skin is really pale. Really looks like some sort of sickness he's passing through.
She's gonna Blythe is gonna go up to the bed and kneel next to him and say, "Sweet, sweet boy, you'll be okay." And she takes one of her gloves off, and as she does, you'll notice that like the tips of her fingers are this like almost dark purple, which is
Opa, hello.
and cast Cure Wounds level 1 on him, and like a bright, like white, almost lavender white light comes out of her hand and goes onto him.
Okay. So you
Not restoration, but
the healing light goes in contact with his body. You notice he is kind of reacts a little more to it. He was kind of just staring at nothingness when you come in, and now he's kind of notices you there, but he doesn't speak. He still lays on the bed. You can roll a medicine check, if you will.
I'd actually like to do something before we do that. So he's not. So is he conscious or is he like asleep right now?
No, he's conscious. He has his eyes open, but he doesn't seem to address you until the the cure wounds happened.
Okay. When there's time, when they're done, I wanna talk to Jen.
Okay.
I think Ned reaches out with his awakened mind and tries to connect mentally with him to see if he can like get a sense for what's going on in his head and just reach out and says, "Can you hear me?" into his mind.
Oh, by the way,
Telepathy
that's a
for the
zero.
win.
That's a 0 on the medicine check for me.
Ouch.
Yeah. Guys, are you listening to me loud and clear? Because I kind of having connection problems with the internet.
We can hear you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
But I kind of Discord is saying I have 200 ms yellow flag. Oh, if it bugs or something, you guys tell me, okay?
Okay.
So oh, okay,
Yeah,
Blythe,
the 0
you
on the medicine check. Yeah.
you roll a natural one. Even though there's no crits for skill checks, there's not a good result overall. So, yeah, you really you don't think that worked, but you really have no idea what you can do to help him beyond that.
Can Ned try and reach out to him telepathically?
Ned, you focus on your, I would say, psychic powers, right? And you find his mind kind of blurred when you compare to other humanoids you can communicate to. He is kind of a chaotic pattern of thoughts. But when you speak to him, you say there's, like deep somewhere in his mind there's an answer. I'm here. I'm here. Who's talking to me?
My name is Ned. I have questions. And I don't think any of you guys can hear this. You just see Ned's eyes kind of glow like a pale green as he's just staring straight into this boy's eyes. My name is Ned. I have questions for you. Can you answer them for me?
Yeah, I can. Everyone noticed the boy in the bed start kind of agitating. He tries to uh, sit on the bed, but he kind of doesn't have the strength to do so. So he goes and he goes back, and her sister promptly goes to him and puts her hand on his forehead, but he keeps talking to Ned on his mind. He says, "What you wanna know? You've come here to save me."
I'm going to try. Did the Shadow Man do this to you?
I think so. The Shadow Man I think he is coming after me.
Why is he coming after you?
I don't know.
Do I believe that? Can I roll an insight? Because I'm not sure I believe that.
Yeah, he is. You really think people are telling the truth when you connect with your mind to them. It's kind of hard.
Okay.
You know.
They can't really lie to me.
Yeah, to lie, you have to think about it more times, and you talk mentally. It's the first thing that comes to mind is the answer.
Okay. So I was told that you were the first person to have a nightmare.
I think so. I don't remember anyone talking about the nightmares when I had my first.
Tell me about the nightmare. Or better yet, show me. Let the pictures speak, not the word.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see. And you see yourself at night in the village, you know, in near the crops and the cows.
Mhm.
You look around and there's no one there, not even the animals. There's complete emptiness,
Mhm.
and you start wandering around. You hear something calling to you, like a whisper, but it probably is like the wind whispering, not a person whispering to you, calling you to the woods. You go there, you ran towards the woods, and from there you saw eyes and teeth, and then these silhouettes on the shadows of the woods, like a man the size of two men's and large as 1.5 men. Uh, that is the problem of different metric systems like imperial and metric, because I really don't know how to explain at the top of my head using inches and feet and that sort of thing. Anyways,
12, about 3 meters tall.
yeah, like like almost 3 meters tall and like
Mm.
almost 2 meters. Oh my god.
Wide.
Wide, yeah, that's the word. Uh, he walks slowly towards you. He doesn't say anything, but he's smiling. He then produces a sword towards you, like a really long, elongated sword. You think you sense fear, like a paralyzing type of fear, but you still can run away. What do you do?
So Ned has agency in this moment.
Yeah, he's sharing his nightmare with you. You are not really having the nightmare. So kind of who is in control here is the boy, this fish.
So Ned is no stranger to terrifying nightmares. I don't think this probably doesn't rank in the top 10 of scary nightmares that Ned has had. But I think as the boy's instinct is to run away, and I think Ned kind of follows with the boy as he runs, almost like a bird's eye view of it.
Okay. Uh, he, you run through crops and eventually he comes up to you and stabs you with his sword. And the boy asks you if you want to see his other nightmares.
Other nightmares?
Yeah. Every night, the same Shadow Man kills him in a different way, in a different place.
Is it a different place every single time, or do the places repeat?
Until now, it never repeated.
Until now.
I don't know if eventually it will, but once it was in my house, and another time was at the temple, and another occasion was in the middle of the day when I was playing with my friends.
Interesting. I don't really have anything to do, so I think Ned is just going to. Ned is going to. Ned is going to speak to Fish and say, I'm going to leave for just a bit, but I'll be back, and I'll make sure you're safe. I promise. And then he'll disconnect.
Okay. One thing. Okay. Go on. Go on. What do you guys do now?
So I wanted to speak to Jen. So Urist looks at Jen like very seriously and with just a tinge of preoccupation, and he goes like, "Kid, Where are your parents? Why aren't they here? Why did they leave you alone to look after your brother?
She starts crying, and they left. They they think they say fish is cursed, or he's bringing some evil being to our house, and then he left and told me to come with them, and left fish to deal with the curse alone.
Ancestors.
I think they went to Mons Domus, but probably they could go anywhere. I don't know.
Shittiest parenting ever.
I couldn't leave
No, he says
fish alone.
he says that. Like he's actually flabbergasted.
Yeah, they weren't.
What the hell?
People not
So-
normally do that here?
And I thought my parents were bad.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I get angry at first. I couldn't believe they were about to abandon my brother, and I didn't leave with them. I stayed here to take care of him, but yeah,
I think Ned looks at Jan and says, "Does your brother ever play in the woods?"
yeah, he was told not to go there, but I don't
But
doubt he
kids,
ever.
that's what they do. Where would he go if he were to go to play in the woods? Where was he supposed to stay away from?
No, the woods are full of jaguars. You know, there's jaguars, there's boars, there's all sort of things that could hurt him. That's why he wasn't supposed to go there. Oh my god, you guys reading what Arnold is saying in the Discord chat? He's only flaming me. Oh my god.
Ned doesn't have parent issues. He just doesn't talk to them. There's a difference.
I don't know if he means my NPCs because he plays in another table, so I don't think it's I think it's a hot take.
Happy families don't go adventuring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be real.
Exactly.
I think Blythe is just gonna kind of very concernedly like take another 2 rations out and set them on the table for them, and look at them and say, "If your parents aren't back, go talk to Hager at the Scorpion and let him know that Blythe will take care of any food you need."
Thank you.
Your brother's still in there. We're going to get him out. I promise.
Found something interesting, Ned?
It's weird. Did I get a sense that every single time that every time that the Shadow Man kills him that they were doing something to fish? Like it was taking something?
What do you mean? I don't get it.
So he's dying over and he's being killed in his dreams over and over and over again. Do I sense the fact that he's continually dying? Is that related to the condition he's in currently?
Yeah, you.
I can roll for that if you need me to.
No, actually, let's try to roleplay this. Because everyone is dying in their nightmares. Every single person in the village, and even if your characters, if you decide to sleep in Thorpe or near Thorpe. So that is the standard. The only person that says he beat the living hell of the Shadow Man is the drunk at the bar.
I look at everyone and say, we have to hurry. Sounds like we need to go find a crazy guy in the woods.
All roads seem to lead to the woods. I agree.
Mm. I'll bet my last dime that that guy's dead.
Maybe his corpse will have some clues then.
Yep.
Chandara, any objections? Chara, any objections?
Chandara?
Take a look around the house on the way out.
Yeah, I'll get
Yeah.
on that. I'll do an investigate check too.
That's what I was gonna do, is just start snooping around.
Okay, yeah, it could be investigation. Good check.
I'll give whoever's making a check the help action because I have a -1.
Take a look. I think I've got a pretty good investigate.
You want me investigating or doing smart people things. You just want me talking to people. That's pretty much it.
Same. You want me lying to people.
I want to do the smart things, but I don't know what any of this stuff is. So I could probably find evidence and look at it and be like, cool, and carry on.
Yeah, I got a +5. Let me make the roll here. Hopefully it comes out good.
I'm just like wandering through the house, just like touching all the things and like playing with things and like putting a cup on her head and
24 for investigation.
Oh, a
Nice.
good roll! Finally!
Finally!
Finally a win.
Only
Okay.
took us 2 hours.
Only about a few hours. Okay, so, Kara, you look through the house. You notice they were rationing the food their parents left them, and they were almost running out. Also, you notice there's a lot of dirty clothes and laundry still waiting to be washed. And you notice something that is kind of strange. You really don't know how to explain it. You notice there's some towels and some let me see. Yeah, a towel in a bucket, like 3 or 4 towels in a bucket, and they're uh, totally covered in some sort of thick black goo. Yeah, I don't know really how to explain. It's like they're dirty with this black thick goo. You look at it, you smell it, you can even touch it. You don't have any way to tell what that goo is. Or where it comes from.
What this? Yeah. I'll just ask if anybody recognizes the goo or anything about it.
You ask your fellow players or the NPCs?
The players.
Okay.
And I'll ask the kids where it came from.
Would Ned recognize this given his experience with generally gross stuff?
Yeah, I would say no. Like there's a okay. Let me go for a check. You guys can roll for Arcana, and you have to take like roll a 22 total.
Got it.
Less
Okay.
than that, it's like a really
Oh.
obscure and specific type of.
Physically impossible for me, but let's roll some dice.
Proficiency, I can't do it.
Have proficiency.
I got a. I got a 2.
A dirty 20. So not quite high enough.
Christ.
14. Nope.
Nope.
Kara, you can.
Can Ned give the help action instead?
What?
Can Ned give the help action to someone?
Yeah, you can. Of course.
Plus
Always.
4 to Arcana.
That's
so
always an
it's
option.
Who's got the best Arcana?
I have a plus 4.
Have my help action.
You.
Let's see if I can not roll like crap.
Oh,
Hi.
Oh, that's
Yes.
what we're looking
So
for.
total of 24. Total of 24.
Okay. Yes.
with the assist. Blythe.
Yeah, boy.
Clutch.
Okay.
Spill it, Lord Daddy.
No.
So, Blythe. You only knows this because you heard from Hager some minutes before that something about a little man, a little boogeyman that haunted him when he was a kid. You know, like there's this very specific knowledge about. I will type in the chat because I really don't know how. Kind of will butcher the pronunciation. I think it's boggle oil. I think that's correct. Boggle oil. You've heard about that. Boggle oil is an excrement from a fey creature that is can be sticky or slippery, and it's sometimes used as alchemical ingredients like making slippery or sticky grenades or stuff like that. But it's a excrement. I don't know. From
Excrement. Yeah, you got the right.
excrement.
You got the right sense.
Yeah.
From a creature, from a fake creature that kinds of is around. The thing is, if they have this here, if they seem to look to be cleaning that oil from something or someone, there's probably a fake creature that's tormenting them in their house.
Definitely.
Would I know anything about this? Like any myths from my home or anything like that about this?
Uh,
With like my Fey lineage?
yeah, you could. So there's this little creature. Okay. You guys already gathered a lot of information that's fair that you guys can piece this together. So with your knowledge, Dara, boggles are little boogies of fairy tales. They lurk in the fringes of the Feywild and are also found on the material plane, where they hide under beds and in closets, waiting to frighten and bedevil folk with their mischief. That is the description right from Volo's Guide to Monsters about Boggle. You guys can piece together there's a Boggle in this house. But probably the kids don't know about it. They only find the strange oil, the strange goo.
Um,
Okay. I'm gonna start like muttering under my breath, and my eyes kind of glow a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, you can sense a fake creature, right?
Yeah. Within 30 feet of me, and so I'm just gonna start walking around trying to find it.
Okay. You go around the house with your Sharingan in your eyes, looking for some different kind of chakra, and you notice under Fish's bed a little, a little goblin-like, uh, ebony skin man. I will search for the image here so I can show to you guys. But there's this spirit that's semi-transparent, like uh, he's there and in another plane at the same time.
Hmm.
You just I'm getting
Like lay down on the floor and put my chin on my hands, and I go, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?"
They saw me.
Yeah, I did. He's under the bed.
How do you find
He's
me?
kind of sticky.
Look, the boggle. Oh my god.
I love him. I
Oh.
want to keep him.
So, you guys were running the house, you looking for clues, looking for stuff. Then Dara uh, calls everyone to Fish's room. You see her holding this little man by his foot with her hand, like he's really short, the size of a cat. And then we're gonna take a break for like 5 minutes, so everyone can grab some water and like a short rest. You know, we'll continue
Thank you.
from.
Give me a brief second. I'll be right back.
Okay,
Player
Alright.
rest.
5 minutes.
See you in 5.
Yeah.
All right. Short break.
Hello, I'm back.
As am I.
I'm here.
Nice. Hello. Oh.
So we're all seeing this thing, right?
Yeah, all of you.
Okay, Urist like immediately reaches for one of his hand axes. And
Like pull him away, and I like kind of cradle him to my chest. What are you doing?
what are you doing?
He's so cute and sticky. I'm sure he didn't mean to hurt anybody.
Well, I am.
I
Put
think
that
I think
down.
I think Ned kind of holds up his hand. He's like, Urist, you know I hate the Fae. That's not what's in that kid's head.
Point of order, DM. Didn't you say it's between dimensions right now? Can anybody even grab it?
No, yeah, I mean, he's kind of, flickering between tangible and intangible. But once
Chandara,
grabs him by the leg, he goes full material plane. He's go full tangible.
Okay,
You know,
so
it
now
like
he's solid.
caught him off guard, you know. Guys, I think I have webcam now. I took the 5 minutes break and try it again, and now it's happening. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
Where do I go? Okay. Yeah, here in my background of the sunny beach.
There he is.
DM screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, with my dragon T-shirt from a convention, which has a cup. Oh my god. Where am I? Where am I?
Speaking of
The
tangible and intangible,
beholder. Appear, beholder. He's
Take
not.
the invisibility.
He doesn't want to. Let me see if I. Oh, here's the beholder. You guys can
Nice.
see. You guys can see. Oh my god. I'm so
Nice.
nerdy. I'm so nerdy.
Hey, I'm wearing an X-Men shirt, so I can't judge.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So all of you are seeing this boggle right now. He goes, "What you doing? What you doing? Let me go! Let me go!"
Kara walks over and pokes him.
Ew! Ew! So are you going just stand there and what you want from me exactly?
Oh, I think the lady who's holding you wants to keep you as a pet.
No.
But I also want to know: are you giving these people nightmares?
No, I would never do that. Something like that.
You've been around for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, like from some time, but what do you mean? This kid been through a lot, you know, so I'm kind of here to trying to cheer him up.
Oh, I'm aware of what he's been through. I saw it firsthand.
And you just wanted to kill him?
No, I don't want to kill him. I just want, make him have a good time, you know?
No, I was talking to them. They want to kill you because they think that you are the one that's making people have bad dreams and not get any sleep.
Oh,
No, I want to kill him because he's an abomination. There's a difference.
Let's get some
I
information.
second that.
No, I'm not. I'm just a different kind of person.
Do you know what's causing these nightmares?
If I say I know, you guys let me go then?
Unless you want to stay with me, I'd be okay with that.
And what
I
exactly
mean, hey,
am I in? You want me to do?
We want you to tell us how to stop the nightmares.
what's in the woods?
There's no way you can stop these nightmares.
Why not?
Because you can beat the person that makes this nightmare happen. He's too powerful.
It's a person then.
No, not like a regular kind of person like you or him or her, or like more of a powerful kind of person, like a you know how they call the magician, mage, that kind of thing.
No.
Like the old man with the beard. It's got to be him.
There's more.
Oh, we aren't listening to
Worry
you.
about
Yeah, we lost you.
Your mic is having.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now it's cool.
Why don't you just tell us where this person is and let us worry about whether or not we can beat him?
Viola, then you let me go, right?
Sure.
Okay, it's in a cavern, you know, like a cave. Obviously in Daggerwood.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is he lying?
Me lying? No, me no lie.
No,
I
I'm
want
asking
insight too.
I'm asking the DM. Is he lying? Does he look like he's lying?
Okay, well, you have
Can I
to
insight
be
check him?
proficient in insights if you want to know if some fake creature, like a really good liar, is lying.
Yes.
I am proficient in
So,
insight. I
go
have a
for it.
+3.
Go ahead.
Oh, go for it. Roll for it. I will also roll my charisma, which is a -2. Oh my god! I took a 12. I don't have advantage, but 12 is the number.
5. Wonderful.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh my god, the mic thing is...
Let's see what that comes out with.
I think it's... Michael, I think it's your microphone, which is sometimes when you speak it... I don't know how to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Strange. Hang on.
Oh my god, I'm sweating. So, you roll for insight as well?
Yep.
Like
So-
two as well. I got proficiency.
Oh my god. My 12 is beating all of you.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay. So no one noticed if
Y'all,
he's lying or not. Oh, Nedgar. You have proficiency, Nedgar, in insight?
Oh, it's only for proficiency?
Yeah, because like fake creatures are really good liars, you know.
Nah, no proficiency.
Yeah. Okay. Dara got everyone's back in this one. +6 to insight. Okay. Everyone believes him because you know he's kind of have your you guys have his life on the line, you know. So everyone thinks he's kind of telling the truth. But Chandara, you can read through his desperation, through his mischievous sort of way of speaking, and you are for sure, you know he's telling you the truth.
Is that any better?
Yes.
yeah.
He's telling you
Now that's better.
he's the truth about the cave, about the powerful being behind the nightmares. All of it needs to be true.
I'll get the little thing and say, you have to leave these children alone. They've suffered enough.
Ah, but okay then. I'll leave them alone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
Because
I will
if
come
you
back
don't,
and find you and kill you.
yes. And then I'll kill you again.
It's overkill. Literally.
Yes, overkill is good.
Okay.
You know what it feels like to have your mind melt?
Oh, I would not like to know that. But let's just get something straight. I'll have a few days to live, right? Like, so I can pack my things and finish some chores and. Right?
You have until we get back.
Okay, that's fine. You're never gonna get back. Oh, I mean, okay, it's fine.
Now. He has to go now.
Yes.
Now. Otherwise, he's going to keep making this child sick.
We can drop him off somewhere on our way.
I like where your head's at.
Let's take him back to Hager. I'm sure Hager would appreciate him.
Why?
Take him to the man in the woods.
No,
Ooh.
I have a better idea. So, Dara, you say you want to keep him as a pet? So he comes with us with the bed to the Batman.
That idea. He can be my friend. I will call him George.
And it's the only way to be sure he isn't lying to us. And we can keep him from coming back to the house. So
Works
yes,
for me.
he comes with us.
All right.
Oh dear.
Into the woods?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
All right, let's go.
To the woods then.
Okay, so let's bring out the map. So, as a rule of thumb, each of these hexes is like at least 1 hour of travel. In like the roads or in the plains, like 1 hour, like 50 minutes or something. But on like the mountains or the deep forest where you kind of slow down, it can take like 2 hours to traverse a hex. No, it
Okay.
depends. So, you guys go from Thorp to Daggerwood. You guys will reach there in like 4 hours of travel, and then a few more hours inside Daggerwood. So let's say
So if-
you reach there by night, okay?
Mhm.
You guys
You notice as we're traveling,
Mhm.
I like run out into the like fields every now and again and just like lay in the sun and then get up and come back. And then a little further down, I like run into the sunlight and lay in the field and then come back.
Okay. So, what you guys want to role play while going there? You guys want to do?
I think
We can know each other a little bit if we want. I'm down.
I think Ned would kind of like to hang back by Blythe and go, so what's the deal with the freaky purple fingers, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know.
You don't know. I can
know
appreciate
why-
and understand that.
Kind of why I'm traveling. I was completely normal until one day I wasn't. And then I was no longer welcome at home. So,
Tale as old as time.
figure it out. Trying to figure it out so I can go back to normal. And I have imaginations that it will probably not be super safe to figure out by myself, which leads me to you all.
Experience with magic is that it's never safe.
Me too. That's something my father's always taught me, is that no good can come of magic.
I
So
wouldn't say no good. Urist has the right idea. Urist just hits things with a big piece of metal.
At least I'm not insane, Ned.
Reality challenged. We've had the conversation.
I mean,
Yeah, whatever.
we're all out here trying to challenge something that lives in dreams. I think we're all a little insane.
I think that's very accurate.
Chandra, what's with the sun laying, if you don't mind me asking?
It's just so pretty. And there's all this really cool stuff on the like ground everywhere, and it feels really nice on the skin. It's really nice here.
Thought I didn't get out much, but you bring
To
it to a
unpack
whole
there.
new level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Hey, Blythe, does your magic like does it come from a god, or do you just like did you study it? Like how does yours work?
I have no god. I have no. I mean,
Metal.
I went to temples growing up. We did the things we're supposed to do as a family, but I'm not devoted. Um, I would say I'm like a holidays and funerals kind of worshiper. Um, and I definitely didn't study it. I didn't want this. I was supposed to be married by now.
What's married?
Oh boy.
Person, or a person needs stability from a person. You decide to stay with each other forever. And
Right. Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's, I guess, was expected of me. And yeah, so I think it comes from me. And that's scarier, I think.
I didn't think
You
that
don't-
human had like the same traditions, expecting to be married.
I mean,
Urist is the expert on marriage. Take it from me.
Ha ha.
These boys so rudely interrupted you.
My
Do you-
apologies.
It's okay. Do you hear voices when you use magic?
No. It's more like my entire insides just fill with uncontrollable warmth, and it comes from inside of me. And it pours out. I'm getting better. I'm getting a little more control. It took some time, and then she peels off a glove again, and you see, like, from both gloves now, the fingers are not only like dark purple and fade into her like pale skin, but if you look really closely, like a little bit of just like dark purple ichor drips from them, and dissipates into the air. The more I use it, the more this grows. And try not to, but I can't always control when I use it. So hence the gloves. People tend to look at you funny if you have purple fingers. So I don't like being
I mean,
looked at.
I have kind of purple everything. People treat me funny sometimes.
I never thought of it that way. You rock it and you wear it well, so.
Thank you.
What about you? The flashy eyes over there. What did you do to that boy's head?
It's not so much something I do as it is something I know. There's not necessarily a polite way to put this. At some point, my brain was ripped from my skull, fed into the mouth of some giant unknowable entity, and then deposited back into my brain. And now I understand things a little differently.
That's so cool. And I start like checking his head.
I promise you, it was immensely painful and I yearned for death.
Oh.
But thank you for thinking it was cool. I think you noticed that Ned's a little uncomfortable around Chandara.
Just like pat him on the head and then run back off into the sun.
Okay.
Blythe is just
I
gonna kind of
am
slide
sure
her
my
away.
ancestors are punishing me right now. Not 1, 3. I need
Why
a drink.
3?
I mean, Urist, you can always go back. I can throw you a hell of a stag party whenever you're ready.
I hate you.
The little boggle goes, yeah, I know you guys are including me in the conversation, but I found all of you pretty much of a bunch of nice people, so
Okay.
it's actually
I know.
surprisingly funny going out into the woods with you. I will miss you very dearly if something happens to you. Funny thing.
Don't worry, you will share our fate.
Yeah.
Anything to us, it's definitely happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Right?
Where's Kara in all this?
Kara's just been listening to everybody, her head just kind of moving back and forth, her eyes wide, just observing everything. She's been bouncing from foot to foot. She just can't seem to sit still. She kind of wants to run ahead, but she doesn't want to leave you guys behind.
I think Ned kind of looks over and goes, "Okay, Shifty, what's your story?"
Oh, I don't have much of a story. I grew up on the streets for the most part until a nice man took me in, but then bad people did bad things to him, so I came here.
Bad people do tend to do bad things. I'm sorry about your friend.
Oh, it's okay. He taught me how to read and how to write. He taught me some fun things. I just remember the good things, that's all.
I think Ned gets a really weird feeling when she says good things, and he just decides, I'm not going to tackle that today.
No, yeah, that's enough.
We don't have time for that.
Ned makes a direct point not to dig.
And
The walls are a
Blythe
little
is
too high right
like-
now for digging.
Blythe is just kind of like, She's taking in like her companions in a different way. Like I think initially she was very wary of like Dara and Kara as well, because you know she's a human from a very very secluded settlement. But now who she's wary of has greatly shifted. So
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I got nothing.
So, you guys entered this deep part of the woods. It's getting dark outside. If that was around noon when you guys entering the fish house, so 4 hours from then, it's kind of getting darker than it was supposed to, judging by the time of the day. As you venture deeper and deeper into the woods, let us see if something interesting might happen. So I want every single one of you to roll a d6. That is the method of knowing if you were having a... Oh, yeah, we started good. Oh my god, we started even better.
digital
One
dice.
more.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
don't understand.
So let me see.
Sorry, y'all.
I think we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I rolled a 6. We might be okay.
Yeah. The way I make random encounters is as follows. You guys will run a dice depending on the conditions. Like normal condition is a d6. If you guys are super stealthy or have like, I don't know, super speed or something, you're having larger dice, so there's less chance you guys run into trouble. And if your guys are like in the big, like a wasteland or some place with a lot of enemies, d4s. And you guys, if you guys roll a 1, it's a bad encounter. If you guys roll a 6, it's a better conditioning encounter. And every number uh, other than that is like regular or maybe not no encounter at all. So you guys have
Or
a 1 and a 6. Let me see what we have in store.
Will Wheaton dice vibes to this roll day today.
Yeah, it was I would say a bittersweet luck. So, you guys run into the woods, and you guys find what it seems like some sort of some worker, like probably a logger from the woods. He seems to be trapped in a nest, hanged above ground, uh, tied to a tree. He seems to be I forgot the word. Oh my god, unconscious. He seems to be unconscious. He is like around 100 feet away from you. What do you guys do?
Okay. Okay. First thing, I raise my hand. Stop. See that? That's bait.
I'm rolling stealth.
Okay, you guys can roll stealth.
I'll roll stealth.
Okay.
So I got a 10. No. 12.
We're just vibing today with our rolls.
Oh my god, 2 crits.
Damn.
Okay. Okay, so since the we got 2 crits, I'll run as if you're completely hidden from anything and anyone that comes near you. So, what do you guys do since you're so stealthy?
Can I like investigate or perceive, like, are there any like, can I just see if I can see anything else other than this guy around?
So, run for
Hiding.
yeah. You can run perception in like in an open field. Like the way I differentiate perception from investigation is like perception is just your senses, like you're just seeing at things or you're just smelling or hearing, and investigation is like more you go around, you use your hands, you search for stuff. So in this case, you're
Okay. Can I roll too?
yeah.
Because I am staying away. I don my shield, ready my battle axe. And I want to like be ready if anything comes up. Because the moment like I sense a threat, I'm charging.
Okay.
Why is it double rolling for me when I roll? Do you know?
Yeah, as per, I think the standard sheet rolls 2 dice in the case you have advantage or disadvantage. And when you
But
don't
you
have...
always just take the one on the left.
Yeah, when
Gotcha.
you don't have neither
Also-
of those, we take the left one, the first one.
Gotcha.
I can show you how to put the toggle on after the game too.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's an option. Okay,
So 19.
so we got a 19 and a 10. Uh, Urist, you don't notice anything out of the usual. You stay with your senses sharp, you looking around, seeing if it's some sort of bait as you theorize it. But Blythe on the Blythe, how do you pronounce? On the other hand,
Yeah.
Blythe. Okay, you notice what it seems to be in the like you if you follow a straight line until the trapped person, you look what you were able to find what it seems like another net trap set for anyone that steps closer. But this one is more closer to the trapped logger than it is to you guys. It's like 20 feet away from him and 80 feet away from you. Also, if you're thinking that if you thought it was a fake trapped person, you now have certainty it's a real person. Like it's a human, probably from Thorp.
Okay. So I want to uh shoot a firebolt at the trap, the hidden trap.
Okay, you don't need to roll for that. You set a bush on fire, and it destroys the trap.
Um, I think we're good, guys. There was another one hidden, but I think that's it.
Can Ned use his Eldritch Blast to kind of like knock the other trap down, like sever the rope?
Yeah, the trap's pretty much unusable. There's a few remainings of rope, but it will not be.
No, the one that's got the guy in it, the
Oh,
one
the
that's already
guy, the
caught.
guy. Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, you use your Eldritch
Use a
Blast,
fireball.
Yeah. and it snap the rope, and he falls to the ground, and you hear a thud. The sound of his body hitting the ground, but not a reaction. Like he doesn't say nothing out loud.
That's
Can
not a
I
good
go
sign.
over and make sure, like, see if he's, I know he's unconscious, but is he still alive?
Yeah, you can roll medicine.
Brady.
You do that. That didn't go well for me last time. So
Okay.
7.
It's not a hard task. You pretty much confirms he is still breathing, still alive. Uh, what's your passive perception?
16.
16. Oh my god. Okay. As you come near to the logger, you look around him. He's still breathing. He's just unconscious, and you hear a mumbled talk in a strange, uh, high-pitched voice coming from the woods. As you look to it, you see that few goblins, like 4 goblins, are trying to throw a net to trap you. But thanks to your perception, you were able to evade, to dodge the net being thrown at you. So, we'll now roll for initiative. I'll put you guys on the map. So, the logger is here, and since you come near to him, Blythe, was Blythe? No, Chandara. Sorry. You have to put your token next to the commoner here, the NPC that's unconscious.
Okay.
And all of you have to be in the lower section of the map, since the goblins took the high ground, and it's over.
Okay.
Oh my god, this map is so big. It didn't need to be that big, but
Okay. So she's here. I think I'm like here because
Okay, I don't know how that's working.
Okay, so the initiative.
It's
You can. Sorry.
initiative. Okay.
I'll have to figure out how these things work with. I see you all rolling using like your stats and your sheet, and I can't figure it out, so I'll have to look at that later. But
Yeah.
I've got a 14.
Okay. It isn't a problem. We have a every single thing you guys having trouble with roll 20. We can no try to put it down on paper on a notepad so we can review those issues later and so everyone is on the same page. Okay, so Ned, what you got for initiative?
I got a 21.
21. You guys are seeing the turn order now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is missing?
I'm missing. I got a 12.
12, okay. I guess Kara? Are you on the map right now?
14 with.
You can put your token of dragon from your sheets to the map. Good. 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, that's it. Everyone is on turn. So, Blythe, you were anxious to your surroundings, and you were looking for. So, Dara, when she was getting closer to the unconscious logger, you were looking for your surroundings, looking if it might be a trap or not, and you notice the goblins throwing the net right on time. So before they can act, after they throw the net and before they can throw spears or arrows into Dara, you can act first. So what do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and the one that's gonna be closest to Dara, I'm gonna fire another firebolt at it. And I will go ahead and roll my d20. I have +6 to mine, just so you know, because my spells won't load. So that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And it's gonna do 3 points of fire damage.
Okay, the fireball hits the little goblin dude, and he doesn't seem to be too phased about it. He just shrugs it off. And then Ned, you are seeing this situation. What do you do?
Part of my turn, can I just
Oh yeah.
move a little closer
Oh,
as well?
of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
So I think Ned is going to start his turn by hexing this goblin. He's going to use a spell slot to cast hex on this goblin, and then he's going to try and blast him with Eldritch Blast. So
Which one are you hexing? The closest?
this one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put the red dot so we know.
And that is an 18 to hit.
Ooh, wow. That hits.
And so that is 1d10 plus 1d6. 5 damage.
Yeah, the rolls are high, but the damage isn't as much. Actually, the firebolt that took 3 damage out, 3 hit points out of the goblin, doesn't seem to phase him as much as the Eldritch Blast, which you How do you describe your Eldritch Blast? Like it's only a puncture force, or is like I don't know, it burns? How do you describe it?
So, so I think Ned kind of raises his hand, and this flash of green light goes streaking out of his hand. And when it hits him, it almost looks like it almost looks like an ooze that just coats him for a second before disappearing. Like he's being hit with like a wave of slime.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever that is, the goblin doesn't seem to know, but he sure is bloodied right now. And bloodied is a key word. When I say that a mob, an NPC is bloodied, it means he is at half hit points or below. Okay?
Okay, good to know.
Can look for that. Now the bloodied goblin will have his turn. So he took an arrow out of his quiver, and if you guys took attention, you notice he was about to take one arrow, but after the Eldritch Blast, he changed his mind and took another arrow from the same quiver, and he will shot at the one warlock that gave him trouble. Oh, I can take hide as a bonus action. That's so broken. Okay, I'll try to hide first. Oh my god, my stealth is so high. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oof, this is gonna hurt.
Okay. I think he's stealthed. So he goes to the bushes. The thing is, you know he's in the bush somewhere, but you'll not be able to see where the arrow is coming from. So that way he gains advantage on the first. Oh my god, I'm critting so much.
Well, Ned is down.
Oh, I love DMing to level 1 characters. It's so much fun.
Oof.
Oh my god. Net, the goblin arrow goes as a sharp shot right into your belly. You have a little second to raise your head and seeing the goblin with his head out of the bushes, flipping you off with his middle finger as you lose his conscience and falls down. You're not dead, all right. You know you will still be able to roll death saving throws as well. So let's go goblin strategies then. I'll roll for stealth again with my other goblin. Oh my god, where's stealth? Here. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game! Dara, your passive perception isn't 19, I think.
No, it's
Below.
16.
Yeah, okay. So another advantageous shot on Dara. 18 to hit.
I think that hits.
5 damage, regular piercing damage. Crea, you've seen the goblin ambushers striking down Ned and throwing some shots at Dara, and now it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to move into the bushes and try and return the favor by hiding.
Okay. You can do that as a bonus action from level 1?
No, at level 2,
No.
I gotta use my action.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I don't think, well, I don't know, am I close enough to hit that one up there or no?
You are. Yeah, you're in the low ground. No, you know, if you wouldn't want to climb, it would take some time, but you can hit from range.
Alright.
Yeah, probably I would say if you like a thrown weapon would have disadvantage, like a dagger or a hatchet, but a long-ranged bow or crossbow doesn't have disadvantage.
No, I'm gonna have to hide this turn and climb
Yeah.
next turn.
Okay. So you can roll your stealth.
+7, so dirty 20.
Oh my god. You guys have good stats. Okay. So that's your
That'll
turn,
be
right?
it. Yes, it is.
Yep. Okay.
Urist.
So shield up, full charge because I need to reach them. So this round for me is a full movement action. I need to get where they are.
Okay.
My movement is 25, so I don't, unless like I can run, right?
Yeah, you can.
Like-
Yeah, you can move and move like dash action.
Yes, I'm dashing, and I'm being as loud as I can because I want to draw their attention.
Oh,
I want them to recognize me as the threat.
okay. So you started climbing. Since you don't have a climbing speed, I will ask for an athletics check to see how fast you can climb.
Athletics. 14.
Yeah, that's a good shot. So you have 25 foot of movement. So the first one ends up here, and then the second one the dash would end up here. Since you're climbing, you don't go your full speed, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, one below.
Okay,
square
so
below,
I'm
yeah.
here now.
Right.
And I'm like, before I do, I literally bang my axe on my shield and like start like throwing insults in Dwarven.
Okay. They don't seem to understand you, but you see in their faces they're kind of afraid from you right now.
Yeah, can I roll an intimidation? Like I really want to distract them.
Yeah, they will probably focus in you because you're the closer one and the most imminent danger if you be able to climb up there. So
Okay.
you don't need if you really for what you want to roll it really isn't necessary.
Okay, perfect.
So Chandara, you've been hit by an arrow.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm pissed. I'm gonna run over. No, sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna run over to about here. And for a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on Ned.
Thank you.
So that's 1d4 plus 4, I think. One d4 plus
Oh,
Nice.
plus my
yeah. So I have 8
casting
hit points.
modifier. How do I tell what my modifier is?
It's +2.
What?
It's based on your character level. Oh no, your modifier.
It's your wisdom.
Wisdom.
Your
Your
wisdom.
character level plus your
Plus my
proficiency.
wisdom modifier. Sorry. Yeah. That would be a total of
8.
yeah, 8 points of healing.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna shoot at the fucker who shot at me with my short bow.
Okay. Okay, that hits.
4 points.
4 points of damage, just enough so you can bring that one down.
Yeah.
So, you want to describe how you want to do that, like Meth Mercer?
So I just like scream out Ned's name, and then suddenly he's got like healing, And then I look back
back.
at the goblin who shot me, and I'm like, fucking goblins! And I shoot him and just get him right in the throat. And then I kind of go, and stick my tongue out at him.
I think Ned sits up, looks at the hole where the hole used to be, and someone goes, "Thanks."
I got you.
Like visibly shaken.
Okay, so the next goblin, he's kind of like he speaks like me. He kind of mixtures both the languages he know. So he goes, "Dehui, fall back, fall back." Why you're laughing? My wife is laughing at me because of my. He doesn't seem to like my roleplay. Okay. He'll no better. He'll go for his short bow without advantage, and then he'll only disengage. I don't have dash. Okay. Yeah, he'll go for his short bow. Oh my god, I'm critting all the crits of the world. I didn't announce, but I said Urist was the most imminent danger for them. So Urist, you received 11 points of piercing damage.
And I'm still alive.
Jesus.
Climbing up. Okay. He runs his 30 feet away. The next one, yeah, he'll try to finish the job. 1, 2, 3. Another shot. This one misses. 1, 2, 3. He runs back. Blythe, are you with us? You're muted. Your microphone is muted. On Discord.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my internet went a little kaput. I'm back. Are any of them damaged that I can see?
Yeah, the red dot one is bloodied. That means he's
All right.
at half health or below, and the other ones are full health.
I'm gonna point at the half health one and look at him and I say, "Fall," and I cast Toll of the Dead at him, so he needs to make a Wisdom save of 14.
Okay, save. 18.
Well, never mind. Nothing happens. So I'm gonna go on back here.
He continues the flip off. Ned, you wake up as your name was being spelled and the healing was taking effect. Closing your wound, you look back at your belly. You took the arrow off as your belly wound gets healed, and you notice something, Ned. The arrow that he specifically chose to hit you with is poisoned. So now, how it works. Every turn you roll a constitution saving throw. If you fail, you took some damage.
I believe I have advantage on these because I'm a stout halfling.
Oh, okay. You have advantage.
Yeah, I have resistance to poison damage, and I have advantage on poisoned saving throws.
Okay, the combo. So, roll with advantage, and let's see how much you take. Oh my god.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So, let's just say instead of 1 point of poison damage, since you crit, you don't take any. And if you succeed in 2 more saves, you dismiss the poison from your body entirely. Doesn't need antidotes or magic of any sort.
Okay. Ned pops up. He's taking his vengeance. He's going for another Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You have this target hex.
19.
That
No, I lost my hex because
Oh,
I went down. I dropped concentration.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Sorry, I'm gonna tell on myself. So I am going to get my D10.
Oh my God.
There it is!
Maximum damage.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's 10 damage to him.
Okay. He's dead. How do you want to kill him?
I think Ned raises I think Ned picks up the arrow that was just shot and fell out of his stomach and goes, "You dropped this," and just throws it as part of the Eldritch Blast and just blasts it through his skull.
Ooh.
Okay, goes right through his head and he lays down with his middle finger still up, even in death.
Defiant until the end.
Yeah.
He died as he lived.
Okay. So there was 2 goblins before you, but both of them died. So Crea, it's your turn.
I'm going to go up to where the goblin.
Sorry, your microphone.
Sorry. I'm gonna head up to where the goblin just collapsed. And I'm gonna chuck a dagger at the nearest goblin.
Okay. $11 total. You don't were isn't able to hit him with 11.
Well, that's the end of that turn.
Okay.
Yay, level 1.
Uh-huh.
Our very pissed off dwarf reaches the top. And what do you do?
Okay. So, 2 things. First, I'm using my bonus action to rip the arrow from my shoulder and use second wind and
Okay.
regain some hit points. And then charge the nearest goblin.
Yeah. Since you need to start your turn by finishing the climb, you won't be able to get a melee with him. If you
But
have
I can throw
javelin
a hand
or
axe.
hand axe.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Hand axe is fine. So first, I'm rolling my second wind.
Okay.
10 plus 1. Regaining 6 hit points. Puts me at 7.
Nice.
That's my max.
You were with 1 hit point only after that crit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So close.
It ain't easy to kill a dwarf. Okay, so I get here, I think,
Yeah.
and throw a hand axe. So it's plus 4. Let me see. Hand axe.
Oh.
13.
13 total. Yeah, you don't hit either. Both the melee
Whoa.
combatants, the marshals, missed their attacks. The
Well,
goblin,
at least I'm there.
yeah, the goblin is a small target, you know. It's kind of
You
hard
look
to hit.
really cool getting there.
The view is nice. That happens, that happens. So, Chandara.
Okay, I'm gonna come up a little bit, and I'm gonna see what Blythe did and be like, "Oh, good idea." And I'm also gonna cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
Yeah, he is at full hit points, so it's the regular D8 damage. It's wisdom, right?
Yeah,
6.
yeah, perfect.
Whoops.
So he takes a D12 of necrotic damage.
Oh,
No, a
it's
D8.
D8, yeah.
D8. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, -2. He's not bloodied yet. He's there, he is hanging out. Cool. This one goblin back here, he'll try to shoot. I think he can't shoot Urist because his friend is on the way. So the more clearer shot for him is Crea. So Crea, he goes for short bow attack. Oh my god. Oh my dear god. What is going on with roll 20?
Ariel was talking about, oh, I just don't know. Just you guys can't be rolling all nat 20s if you're rolling your dice at home, and then does this.
Yeah, I have to
Sounds
thank my moderator friend at Roll20. He put the plugin to only roll crits for the DM.
Yeah, this is bullshit.
Oh my, that only happens at level 1, guys. Only happens at level 1. Neither in.
I just to watch my dice so I can roll real dice because digital dice hate me.
Yeah.
I'm having the same thing, yeah.
Oh, okay, you guys can think about that for the next session because. Kara, you received that much damage.
No.
8 damage, I'm still up.
Oh my god, the tanky rogue. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, he does that, and he just like runs to the edge of the battle map. So he runs his full speed, but maintain his token there, like he's still in line of sight from you guys. But next turn he'll dash, and then he'll be gone away forever if he's still alive. Okay. The same can be said about this guy. He'll hit Urist with his short bow. Yeah, oh, okay, the crit stopped, it seems.
Missed.
Missed? Okay. And he'll go
I have an AC of 20.
all his speeds up. And now it's Blythe's turn.
So I have 120 feet on my firebolt. So I'm gonna get up here. Well, actually, I guess I'm good to get them with 120.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still well in range.
Yeah. 90.
Yep.
Yeah, so if we do like triangle math, yeah, I'm good. Okay, so I'm gonna do my firebolt because that's the only thing I can hit them with. So let me roll my d20. So 16, does that hit?
How much? Sorry?
Plus 6 to my attack rolls.
Plus
so
6?
16.
Okay, that hits.
Cool. Can do some damage finally.
Big damage, big damage.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Too soon.
Nicked.
Too soon to
Oof.
say that.
I,
The
you know,
which
it's
one?
fine.
The one that took damage or the one that didn't?
1 fire damage to the one who already took damage. Sure.
He's still not
Oh.
bloodied.
Okay, I guess that's me now. I'm going to go for an Eldritch Blast after the guy who's already been hurt.
It's 120 as well? Oh my god.
Yes. 13.
No, 13 doesn't hit. Kara. Kara? Michael?
Jagger.
Oh, Michael, are you speaking to us? We don't hear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can. Now we can't.
Do I hit with that one?
14 doesn't hit. It's a slimy, sneaky, dodgy goblin.
Okay then. That's it for me again.
Urist.
Okay. Can I charge the nearest one?
With a 25, you can get pretty close, but you can't attack him in the same turn.
Okay. I can move and throw my last throwing axe.
Okay.
I'm mad. That thing almost killed me. So I move here and throw. green bastards.
Okay, run for. Oh, the crit!
That's
Nice.
20.
The spell was reversed. Now the crits are
Okay.
for them, and fucked.
Okay. Crits are double the dice, and then you add.
Yeah,
Yep, double dice add mod.
roll twice.
So it's 2d6 plus 2.
Which one you're going to hit?
The closest one.
Okay.
This
The one
this
that we've
guy
all been
here.
trying to hit.
This guy here.
Okay.
10.
I hit him.
Yeah. Okay, he's dead. The axe goes into the back of his head, and he, as the axe was flipping in the air, when it hits him, he does a last flip and then falls to the ground. His head split in two.
Stop that motherfucker.
Chandara.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to do.
Satisfied I am.
At least one, at least one. For the ancestors to see,
I'm
right?
gonna I'm gonna try to toll the dead again.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom save. And it's 14.
Oh, yes, safe. Sorry. Yeah, he took it.
Yay! Is he damaged already?
Nope. Four damage. Yeah, he's bloodied, but he's still up. So, the last turn is his, and he will dash 60 feet away from you, and then as a bonus action, he'll try to hide. If he goes well on his stealth check, you will not be able to find him anymore. He'll run away forever. Yeah, I think he beat everyone's passive perception with that 22.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, at least we won.
Is everybody okay?
Oh,
More or
I
less.
realized I wasn't making my. Hang on, I'm gonna make 2 poison saves because I realized I forgot to.
I'm gonna go run up to the person.
Here's 1. Here's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Yeah, you took. Let's see.
So that's a
Yeah,
9 and 11.
you didn't took any damage in your failed save. You can roll the last save if you take 10 or more, you out of the poison.
Okay, yeah. So I only failed one of those 2.
Yeah. You roll the last one. Okay, that's it. You didn't took any poison damage, and your stout halfling biology, let's just say, your innate resistance to poison shrugged off the poison from your bloodstream, and you're now safe. So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on the person.
Okay.
I don't have any. I'm tired to do anything else, but I'll try
I have
that.
cure wounds. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So it seems like a woman, like a worker. She has a woodcutter's axe on her person, as well as some like common clothes, like clothes for work, right? And she also has like a pendant on her that is You see the around your neck the shining of the metal, but the how do you say, the pendant part is under her shirt. Besides that, she doesn't seem to be carrying anything of value. When you cast Spare the Dying, you realize she's not in risk of losing her life, but she's still unconscious.
I cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. So as you cast it, she kind of trembles her eyes a little, and she wakes up. And who? Where am I?
I just say shh. I kind of like pat her hair and I pull out my water skin and like feed her a little water. I say, "You were attacked by goblins. We ran them off, but I think you're looking pretty hurt still. So take it easy."
Those damn bastards! Oh my god!
Yeah, they're the worst.
7
I
points.
told you that was bait.
Well. Okay now. What are you doing all the way out here?
Well, we have a camp not too far away. I don't know exactly where I am. Where am I right now? But anyways, near the river, there's a camp where I work. Cut logs. Sometimes, I don't remember exactly, but I think I was searching for something. Oh yeah, my boss said he lost his hunting quiver. He said he bought a pair of silvered arrows somewhere near the woods, and I went and looked for it. And it seems I ran into that trap then.
Well, now, I wouldn't recommend you go try and find anything while you're in this condition, though. You should get back to your camp.
Yeah, I will. If you make the goblins run away, then probably safe for me to go on my own now. I feel better already. Thanks for your spellcasting.
Glad we could help.
Yeah.
So,
Chance, where this quiver might be?
what? Sorry?
You know by any chance where this quiver might be?
Yeah, he said he lost it near a big rock. In his word, like he went there to hunt and he mistook it and had to run away from some jaguars that were running after him, so he dropped it. If you find it on your way, you could bring to the loggers' camp, that will be even better. But I know I can't ask anything of you right now since you just saved my life, so there's that.
We have work to attend to ourselves, but if we happen to see it,
Of course.
we might stop by.
Yeah, thank you once again. If I see you around Thorp some of these times, I'll surely buy you a beer.
Sold.
Yeah, you better.
Galera, you guys all, all full of goblin arrows around your bodies. Yeah, you better buy us a beer.
Hell.
It's like that she offers to buy a beer to the person who works in the tavern.
Yeah, she probably don't know that yet, but okay.
But yeah.
So, what are you guys gonna do? The Boggle appears once again and he goes, "So you're done wasting time already? You weren't supposed to look for the cave? I know where he is. I can take you there. So just focus on your path, please.
You didn't help me at all, George. I'm
Stop
very
calling me
disappointed
George.
in you.
My name
Well,
is.
what's your name?
Yeah, you wouldn't pronounce it right. I don't want to say it.
Well, then, just shush, George, and let me call you George.
George. We'll see. You call me George. Oh.
I just like lay down on the ground, bleeding. Like that was fun.
Should have
I
healed
was
you
gonna grab
instead
her
of them.
daggers and then join you because she's bleeding too.
Yeah.
It's just a flesh wound.
Since you
With
guys.
Can I take a nap?
Yeah.
Late. We might want to try and make camp in this clearing. Well, maybe not in this clearing. The goblins might bring people back. But we might want to take a rest. If we come up against anything in this cavern, I don't really have anything left I can do.
Me neither.
Yeah, I second that.
I only need like 30 minutes, but like I get your point.
Opa. Oh, your microphone once again.
Yeah, I'll
Not working now.
What's that?
Yeah, we didn't hear. We hear the what's up,
Yeah.
not the other part.
I said Kara's gonna get her daggers and then she's gonna say what everybody is thinking. She loots the bodies.
Oh.
Will you get my arrow too?
Urist just like took back his axes because like looting goblins is like beneath him.
It is not
Oh,
beneath
loot.
Ned. Ned has looted several bodies in his life.
You don't
I wonder
loot
if
from
goblin
Rain's
skin
Gate.
makes good leather. Does anybody know if you can make good leather out of goblin skin?
I almost guarantee you cannot.
Oh, okay.
There's
And I just lay back down.
I'm gonna roll an investigate check.
Okay.
That is an 8.
Yeah, you really don't need to roll. You just, look for a dead body. You see what he carries. So, each one of them carries 2d6 arrows. I will roll for that for you. They each have a leather armor for a small-sized creature, but every single weapon and armor that they were wearing, it's now broken. Like not exactly broken, but they have notches and they aren't as useful as a regular weapon of the same kind. So if you decide to use them, they will be less effective. That means less damage and less AC if you decide to wear it. So they each have 2d6 arrows. The arrows are fine. You can use the arrows. But the leather armor, the scimitar, the shield, and the short bow are all broken. Also, each one of them, you can extract their teeth. Because goblin teeth can be sold for 1 piece of gold per tooth. So I will roll each one of them. So yeah, let's roll for total. 66. That's the total amount of arrows, and then 3d8. That's the total amount of teeth. You guys can already put it as pieces of gold if you liked. 15 pieces of gold worth of goblin teeth, and 23.
Just divide it evenly and everyone gets 3.
Okay.
Sure.
And the armors and scimitars and shields, if you guys want to carry it to sell or to like scrap junk, you guys can, but it will wait on your inventories. Then, just so you know. Like I think goblin
Any-
materials are poor quality, but if you have to keep this rule in mind if you loot a big sword from a powerful creature, you know.
Does anybody else use arrows?
No, not me.
I don't.
Do you?
Me, you really don't want me firing anything other than.
Are we okay if I have the arrows?
Go for it.
Nice.
So, what do you do now? So to streamline it, you have two main options. You can look for the quiver of arrows, or you can look for the cave. Also, you guys can rest. You can either take a short or a long rest. But if you take a long rest, all but Chandara, which doesn't need to sleep, you guys have to face the Shadow Man in your nightmares to see if you can make out a good night of sleep or not.
I think
Hmm.
we need to try and rest at least.
Yes, agreed.
Um,
I'd say we take a long rest, and then we look for the cave because it's the most pressing matter.
I agree. The quiver.
We can search for the
is
quiver later.
secondary. Yeah.
I try to look around and find us a safe space to bed down for the night.
So I'll help her with that.
Okay. Okay. You guys
We
don't
both
have.
want to roll, or do you want to?
No, you don't have trouble with that. You find a good spot. You make out your camp and lit a bonfire, and then you guys prepare to go to sleep. So, we are. I intend to run the session on your on the moment you guys go to sleep and face the Shadow Man for the first time. So I'll let the nightmare for next session. Okay. So to wrap up,
Okay.
you guys want to do a last role play or something, or you guys fine with ending right now?
I want to kind of pull over Dara to the side, like right before we go to bed, and or at least we go to bed. She trances. Um, now that I've seen that she does magic too, I'm gonna sit down and kind of look at her. I said, "So, where does your magic come from?"
Well, mine mostly comes from, I don't know, like this voice on the wind that started talking to me a long time ago and just like taught me how to do things. I'm not very good at it still. I wasn't really allowed to practice it at home at all, really. So I'm also still really learning and don't really know what I'm doing. But I find that like when I'm really scared or really angry, sometimes things happen.
Alex just kind of looks down and says, "Sounds like you're never lonely."
Um, not anymore, no.
Must be nice. Well, maybe we can learn together.
I like that idea.
I need to sleep, so I'm gonna go tuck in. But good work today.
You too.
And I'm just gonna go off to bed.
I think Ned kind of posts up a ways away from everyone else. Like, I think everyone else is kind of anticipating the Shadow Man nightmares. For Ned, it's more of like a dice roll on if it's his usual horrifying nightmares or if it's the Shadow Man. And so he's kind of posting up a little bit of a distance away from everyone else in case something goes screwy while he sleeps.
Urist will stay close to Ned because someone has to look after him. Besides, he isn't scared. It's like I'm not letting you face this shit alone. You're my friend. You're insane, but you're my friend.
I think Ned doesn't really say anything to that, but he definitely notices Urist sit down and just kind of nods toward him, just some quiet appreciation.
Urist nods back.
It's a very het male moment.
Yep. Alright, so good night, folks. See you on the other side. Keep your weapons sharp.
I'm gonna like kind of climb up a tree a little bit so that I can see the sky. But I can also see like all of my traveling companions on the ground below, and then sit and watch them for like half the night because I only need to trance for 4 hours. Because I really want to understand what happens in a nightmare. Really, really intrigued by this. So I'm just gonna like watch them from up in a tree where I can still like see the sky.
Cool.
A nightmare is just a scream your mouth can't externalize.
Oh, that's deep. Okay, so folks, I had an amazing evening with you guys. I had an amazing game. I really liked, and I look forward to meet you next week on the same day, on the same time. What do you say? You want to meet us again? Play again?
Aye, sir.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I got a village to save.
All right. Hey, you guys have a good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Alright. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, yeah. Thanks, people. Thanks for coming. Night.
Thank you. Night-night.
Ah, acabou. Ah, tô na live ainda. Salve, galera da live. Valeu.